South Tower, which was hit by a plane and wrecked by an explosion approximately an hour ago, has totally collapsed.
What happened?
I imagine.
The scene here is just one right out of one of those movies you would see in Hollywood. People walking around.
Jetzt bricht im Übrigen der zweite Turm zusammen. In diesem Moment bricht der nördliche Turm des World Trade Centers zusammen. Wir können nur alle hoffen, dass alle Menschen aus diesem Turm evakuiert sind. Es gibt kein World Trade Center mehr. New York hat sein Wahrzeichen verloren. Die Welt hat ein Wahrzeichen verloren.
So I'm teaching a course called 9/11 Literatures this semester. The course started off really talking about 9/11 literatures. Within a few weeks, it became about the repercussions of 9/11 literatures, repercussion that still affects us on a daily basis. There have been lots of rumors about this course, particularly the last project. My class has felt very agitated, frustrated, annoyed, angry. I can go on and on. Not actually with me, with 9/11 and what it has done to their lives. So a couple of weeks ago, I asked the class to dispel all rumors in this room because I've been hearing, have you really done this? Yes, I had. I gave them two options. They could write a fabulous literature paper on the reluctant fundamentalist. After all, this is an English literature course. Or, since they're so frustrated, I said, what do you want to do? Do you want to go and educate your peers? How do you take it to the streets? This is unusual for a literature course. We are usually not activists. We like to read novels in isolated rooms with nobody around us and talk to ourselves. And they came back, and I said, how many of you want to write papers? None of the hands went up. How many of you would like to do a project in civic engagement to educate your peers about 9/11? All the hands went up. I said, what do you want to do? They said they wanted to build walls. Walls? What do you mean? We only have 2 weeks left. Well, we are going to build walls. And we're going to educate the entire campus about not the war on terror, but what the project has come to be called the wall on terror, which you guys must have seen these walls all around campus. And so with that, I would like them to take over and they will tell you what this wall of terror is all about. Thank you.
For us, we were just building the walls so the teams could come up with ideas to display the information in the most impactful way possible, most successful way possible. And this project is about our 9/11 literature class, and we're presenting information that we've learned either throughout the semester or that we want people to know about 9/11 and what's happened since. Like, we have a survivors wall, a casualties wall, and a cost wall. Oh, good idea. And those are all going to be presenting different information, but it's all going to be very useful to students here on campus.
on this side, on the Iraqi side, like this is military, so that's pretty. Those are really high too. But this is civilian.
Jesus.
Wow.
Just civilians
is this total or is this time frame?
This is just this time frame.
Which one's civilian?
These.
So, so this is the total number right here.
Yeah.
Civilian deaths
In 6 months.
Sorry.
Oh my god. That's insane.
Yeah, so that's what we want people to see.
It's kind of unsettling, especially with the blood details.
Oh yeah.
Kind of get you a little closer to the deaths. I think it's interesting how we don't know how many of the Afghan civilians have died through some of the years.
Yeah.
It's a lot of dead people.
It is.
I really think that this little exhibit that you guys are doing is a really cool way to not only just like acknowledge the veterans and those who died in the war on terror, but just kind of makes us realize the impact that it has on everyone. I always look at the one by Starbucks with the numbers, and that's really impactful because while war on terror is just like, it's a scary thought, but I think it's even scarier knowing how many people are risking their lives for it, even if they're not directly related.
I remember it happening when I was younger, and I remember it being very scary, but also because since I was young, I wasn't really sure what was going on completely and how to feel, because it was on the other side of the country. And as I got older, I was able to understand more about how that event and how terrorism and those kinds of violent events affect everyone, even if it's not your closest friend or your closest relative.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I mean, I remember seeing it happen on TV as it was like going on, and you know, being little, it doesn't really impact you as much, especially since we're on the West Coast and it has happening on the East Coast. But like now, just like traveling a lot, you know, you can see how it impacted like people's lives and just the culture.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy how much money is spent every year on a war that no one really knows what we're fighting for. So it's a lot of money, and a lot of money is going to be carried over to people in the future.
I can see